Some days I wake up creative, other days I'm just trying to survive. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys because not every single day are we gonna feel like getting up, making videos, doing art, just being creative in general. We're not always gonna have that spark that keeps us going because life happens. Like life is life. Life is life. Let's talk about creative fatigue. It is normal to feel uninspired. It is normal to hit a wall at times. Even when you love what you do, you can still feel this way. And burnout is not really just a physical thing, it's also a mental and an emotional thing that can affect you. And it's important that we normalize it because you're not always going to want to sit up and be creative. You're going to want to lay down and just take a break. And that's completely normal because it is not an easy thing to do, but we do it because it's something that we enjoy doing. That doesn't mean that you're gonna like it every single day, you know? And I feel like that also applies to jobs as well. You're not gonna like what you're doing all the time, even when you've done it so many times. It doesn't mean that your heart is gonna be fully in it, and that's completely normal. And so I feel like during those times, it's important not to try to be perfect. It's important to be present in what you're doing. When you're tired, don't focus on perfection. Just focus on showing up. Focus on trying. Focus on putting in the effort as much as you can. Even with little energy, showing up shows a lot about who you are and your character, and it just shows that you mean what you're doing, even when you feel tired, even when you feel burnt out. It's hard. And I'm not saying like go full on like doing the most. Like you don't have to be doing the most and have your energy on 100. That's not what I mean. But doing something as simple as maybe writing notes, writing ideas, things like that. But that doesn't mean you have to fully commit to it in that very moment when you're feeling that way. Just doing even the bare minimum is enough. Like just define it as enough and nothing more than that. I feel like we do I feel like we expect so much from ourselves, and when we're not able to succeed in that thing that we're doing, we get very disappointed about it because we expected immediate results. But creating takes time. Being an artist, being a content creator, doing things, it takes time and it takes effort, and little by little by little, you're going to reach there. And so on those days when you have that energy to create, try to do as much as you can to compensate for those days when you don't feel like creating, when your energy is drained and you're tired. When as a content creator myself, I tend to make a lot of videos in one day so that I'm not stressing over what to record next and things like that. I can just take time for myself and post when I want to post and not stress about recording. And it has made my life so much easier. Just planning ahead, batching content. It is chef's kiss, and I definitely recommend that you try it out. Changed my life, literally. Probably heard the phrase, do it tired. I really agree with that phrase. There are so many things that we just don't want to do because we don't feel like it. But unfortunately, sometimes you just got to do it tired. You're not always going to be happy with what you're doing. And sorry about that. And that's completely normal. That's a part of life. I've gone to college and there were so many days where I just didn't feel like studying. There were so many days where I just didn't feel like doing my homework, going to class, especially going to class. But I had to force myself and I had to do it tired so that I could see the results that I wanted and that I've been hoping for. And so do it tired, do it scared, do it afraid, do it uncomfortable. Just do it because you never know where it's going to take you. Okay. Another thing. It is okay to rest. I'm not telling you that you need to push through those, those feelings. I'm not saying that you need to ignore your feelings. I'm not saying that. But it's important to prioritize rest. Resting is essential. Resting gives us the ability to continue on with our lives. It is so, so important. So don't sleep on that. No pun intended. No pun intended, but don't sleep on that because resting, that's honestly, that's very, very important. I'm not saying all the time you have to do it tired. That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying sometimes. But rest is rest when you need to, so that it could give you that energy to keep going. You need to sleep. You need to take a break. Take a break and do other things that are low effort. That could be journaling, that could be I don't know, listening to music, coloring, just low effort activities to just, let you just be. Just be. You don't have to be doing something every single second. You don't have to be productive all the time. And just because you rest, that doesn't make you lazy. Add resting to your to-do list. Make it a priority. Make it a part of you. I feel like all the time when we're in the zone and we're doing things, we forget to rest and take a break and make time for ourselves. Making time for yourself needs to be on your to-do list. You can't leave that out. You just can't, because how are you going to have the energy to do other things when it's time? You're not going to put 100% into what you're doing. Rest, 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 rest. And learn how to set boundaries for yourself, especially pertaining to social media, just being on your phone a lot and just knowing how to say, no, I'm not doing this. Super important. Learn how to say no and just be more, what's the word? Just take accountability of yourself. Take accountability. I know that it's hard, but you got to try. You can be tired and still be an artist, a creative. You can still do it. Just don't forget to rest. I know I've said that so many times, but I mean it. Your creativity is not gone. It's just waiting for you to slow down and to try it again. Nobody really knows what's going on behind the scenes. Nobody knows what happens behind the scenes for all creatives. For all creatives. They don't see the emotional turmoil that comes with doing this type of stuff. Some days you're not going to want to get up from your bed. You just want to sleep in, be on social media, doom scrolling, and you just don't have that creative spark anymore. And so you just procrastinate and you ignore your passions and things like that. And at the same time, you know that this is something you enjoy doing. And so you kind of have to push through that feeling. I've picked up the camera so many times and I pretended like I was okay, but in reality, I was not okay. I was not okay. I was going through something. I was sad, unhappy. There are so many feelings I've had behind the camera that people don't know about. And that's just life. And it's not their business to know about it. That's just life. It happens, but you push through and you keep going and you don't let that affect you so much. You don't let that define you so much because you know that you're worth more. You know that you deserve better. And so you keep fighting, you keep fighting, you keep fighting. But also know that it's important to take a break as well. When you have dreams, when you have goals, you don't let, your negative thoughts to stop you from what you have to do. You ignore them, you push them to the side, you tell yourself that it's gonna be okay, and you keep going. You keep going. You keep going. Even when it hurts, even when it pains you. Even I'm also a musician as well. I've said that so many times in my videos if you didn't know. And there's a lot of commotion around me making music. A lot of people are not happy with what I'm doing. They see it as a disgrace and that I'm not doing anything with my life. I'm not being productive. And there's a lot that comes with that. And I know that. I understand the reality of it. That is not going to stop me from what I have to do. I would do it sad. I would do it tired. I would do it burnt out because I know that I deserve better and I know where I want to go. And I'm not going to allow anyone to stop me from what I have to do because I have a purpose. You have a purpose. We all do. Do it tired. Do it scared. Do it uncomfortable. Just do it because you know that you deserve better than what you have right now. And so that's how I get through those days of having to create while being mentally exhausted, just reminding myself that I have a goal, I have a purpose, and I have to keep going despite how others feel, even despite how I feel. Sometimes we are our worst critic, and sometimes we're going to think negative of ourselves and think that we can't do it. It's hard. It happens. You're going to have your bad days. You're going to not want to feel like doing anything. Cool, fine, normal, doesn't make you lazy, doesn't make you wrong. Just know that it's life and life happens. Never blame yourself. Never feel guilty, because you know that you are at your lowest point. You are at your, it's, you pushed it too far and you have to slow down. It is fine to it is fine to take it slow. It is fine to be present, so that you can have that energy to keep going for when it's time to create and do the things that you love. And so I hope that this video was helpful for you, beneficial for you, and just know that you can do it. I believe in you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I've seen a lot of supporters lately, and I really thank you for, showing up, supporting. Just keep on. We're slowly growing. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I would love to see your ideas, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. I would love to learn more about your experience and how you feel. I'll see you guys in the next one.